We are now in part two of Desjardins' discussion of affirmative action. And here we will discuss equal opportunity or passive non-discrimination, as it is also known. We're going to discuss criticism of passive non-discrimination or equal opportunity. And we'll introduce that there are two types of affirmative action. We may hear, in response to the argument of unjust and disproportionate distribution of wages and authority in the workforce, that employers already do all that they can in order to not discriminate in the workforce. Isn't that enough to respond to the problems identified above? The practice that employers have in mind here is what is usually called equal opportunity. Anyone can apply to any position, and the best, most qualified candidate will be chosen, regardless of race, gender, sexual preference, or identification, and so on. In addition to being called equal opportunity, this practice is also called legal equal access or legal equal opportunity. There's the hint, it may not be sufficiently moral, but merely legal. This practice is also called passive non-discrimination. The last name, passive non-discrimination, is most revealing of the problem with this approach, as advanced as it may otherwise be. While it does not actively create new discrimination or disadvantages, passive non-discrimination, equal opportunity, reproduces already existing disadvantages as a result of other types of discrimination. Those with fewer resources and less wealth as a result of discrimination are less competitive in the equal opportunity marketplace and are disadvantaged there for that reason. So, a more active non-discrimination approach by business is needed in order to make quicker progress in the fight of the unfair wages and authority distributions according to race and gender. Let us now lay out the types of tools available in business in the fight against the social injustice of wage and authority distribution according to race and gender in the workforce. We may call both of these types affirmative action in the broadest sense. There are two such basic types of affirmative action in the broadest sense. There is the type that reduces standards for qualifications for jobs, and the type that does not reduce standards for qualification for jobs. In other words, there is the type that may lead to lower qualification in the workforce, and there is the type that does not reduce qualifications in the workforce. For this reason, it would be wise of us to ask, when we hear that an organization is using affirmative action in hiring, about what type of affirmative action they use.